Morning, TGH, and I apologize about being late. It was all Surf's up fault. Matter of fact, we're trying to talk about bringing you a better product, quite honestly. A couple of things here, okay? It's a Monday. And regardless of the date, what's going on, the whole thing comes down to right now. I remember in my hallways when I first started at this previous firm called Schoenfeld Securities, which, by the way, is considered the godfather of trading, and Stephen Schoenfeld, who I was probably I was trader number 72 in a firm of thousands, now a billionaire, by the way, and one of the best traders there are. So that's where I learned. Make a long story short. And when I went throughout the hallways, as I go through, I'll start scrolling through what I started posting Sunday evening. I was lucky enough to be a desk leader, one of 7 people. There's not my V on the back. I should 30. I was trained properly. Don't get me wrong. I was given the ball. I ran with it. Don't get me wrong, but I was given the ball. I ran with it. I took advantage of the opportunity. Okay, who cares what happened? If you're in the first base, second base, third base, I got the home, and I'm here to help you get the home too. The guy, sir, all these videos in Trainer, the ones with the easel. I give that to Billy Goldner, one of the nicest gentlemen, best traders, and all-around people I've ever met. And if I have the honor of Billy G, ever hearing this, thanks again, Bill. Seriously, I'll take time to do that if I lose a viewer or two. Focus, number 1. Okay, we're in a room where you're not going to be short of financial instruments. We have people now that I'm learning from. Okay, we're in TradeGATEHub after all this time being curated. We're starting to talk with each other, not to each other. Okay, so for those that missed anything, I owe it to the guys that are making money, that we're trading well right now, to get into some more active stock picking today, if you will, because we all deserve it, because that's what the market is really, really giving it at this moment. And if you miss anything, we do 2-3 videos a day. Coach does one every day, 9:30 a.m. I do one at 11. I do one at 3 p.m. power hour. I'm literally talking to myself, putting on trades out loud. Okay. So if you missed anything, and you're part of our almost 6,300 subscribers, and we have almost, believe me, we have more videos than that. Please, I implore everybody to go ahead and watch. Please, you'll get a video, a dossier of what we do. And if you did watch Friday's video, you watch live on Power Hour how I loaded up on UNG right at the close. And the ZD, and I said, if it wasn't for a Friday, I wouldn't do it. But they were unwinding these zero, whatever DDT options. UNG was plummeting. Look at that move on UNG. Right into Friday's close. And I said out loud, listen, I was prepared to buy it a little bit lower for the continued flush. But I mean, that wipeout in UNG, in 4 days, going from 19 basically to 15. I don't even think the move up was a short squeeze. Listen, that move on UNG was not a short squeeze. This is a short squeeze with that volume on the way up. This was not a short squeeze. That was more offside positioning. That was some fun. I mean, the stocks bounced a little bit, but they did bounce. RRC led the way, right? Still, so did our CRK. Some of the stock might buy more there. Are acting okay. So UNG, advanced trade, and that's what I put on a power, a little bit, 40,000 right on the close. UNG. Where is this? Executions. Where is this? Executions. Do we have prior day? I sold 30,000 too. Pretty well. Executions, whatever. Trust me. I'm in it. Prior day. This was at the close. Where is this freaking thing? Executions. That was on Friday, man. I want to see them. Right here. Oh, this was at the close. 2, 4, 6, 8, and loading the UNG right at the close. 1560 was the price, right at the 200 day. I got an alert. Boom. All right. Quick little layup there. That's what they call a schnitzel. Okay, what else? This is not Pat by. Okay. As we go through, listen, I'll show you one thing right now. Here's the Tradeview market team right here. TGH Live participants. Okay, we got 6 people there. For TradeGATEHub just alone, forget about Tradeview markets, 10 participants just to make trade. And by the way, we have, data people. We have Surfs Up, who really takes care of the majority of things. I'm not gonna lie. Coach, marketing team, a couple of executives, blah, blah, blah. And with that being said we collect data. I'm just not throwing things out there, just like the same way as I want everybody to fish where the fish is when the trading comes to mind. We want to put, the right, we want to, no, I don't want to waste our time. We have data that shows us what's working, what's not, where our audiences are. And the data and the feedback that I've been getting mostly on a personal level, Tony Pistachio, is that it's not what I'm doing, it's more why. And that's going to be my focus a little bit more on why I do it. Some things I don't know why. Half the things I don't know what I said previously. Some people say repeat that, or Alexa say, what was the title again? I have no idea. Surfs Up. And maybe it's just at the speed that my mind moves, whether it's a detriment or not at this level, this time of the day. And I do drink tea, decaffeinated tea, by the way, and the stomach after 30 years of trading won't allow anything else. I'm just psyched. But I appreciate everybody participating. Some guys are doing some things at a high level. Makes me work better because you have a handful of people. I'm not going to call anybody out. I see who's on, how many participants, and believe me, it's more than 3. But Jeff, Mick, of course, DC is only giving Dwayne Collins. First of all, he's banned from giving any football picks from the Big Ten. But we need some couple of winners. But thanks for tuning. I'm kidding. Also, let me point out something today. There's always another trade, and I want to get into some active situations, but I would do a big disservice. As by the way, I did post earnings this week. Always, they're starting to be sexy. Matter of fact, that reminds me. What am I writing down, you ask? Out of here? Stocks Walgreens. You might have heard of it. WBA is the symbol. Telling you wouldn't want to be shorted. Wouldn't want to be shorted. Anyway, I keep going. Earnings always, every day. Where was I going? Economic calendar this week. Events. This is when the video is going up. A run up, if you have to focus the video. Pivoting into a possible new high, into a major event, so basically the CES conference. Look at it up here, okay? And this is what Jim Cramer said, a high opinion. If you don't know this is not happening, fine. We're here to curate and help you. And why are you interested in something like this conference in the video? Because first of all, it's price action range news and fundamental news that's going to help the stock that's been best of breed, if not for a long time, one of the best of history. Chart speaks for itself. But let me go back to something Jim Cramer says, and this is how you have to at least think, not outside the box, but be aware of this mindset. And this is the type of mindset that would give you, not only that happens to be in the video, and I'm not saying I agree with this mindset, it's a high level opinion. And if I go to my Twitter feed, if you will, I only follow 60, maybe 70 people, 66 people. And believe me, they're all financial. And this was a like I had on Jim Cramer because I wanted, Uber, they knew. Let's go back. I'll go back and forth on tangents. My mind can do that. Uber, they knew. Goldman Sachs upgrade on Friday. They knew. It was taking calls before that, though. It was taking calls down here. And I said, well, I don't know if those are the right type of calls. It was. The wrong type of calls are stock breaking year lows. Okay, there's the RBD top 50. Should be in everybody's list. These are things I saved to curate and put back on TradeGATEHub. Majority of them I already posted, but let's go to Jim Cramer where he said something. I also thought about something else was my point about getting back to Coach and his guest coming up today. Back to Jim Cramer. I can do a lot of things. Thank God my mind's still sharp. Thank God. Okay. Coming into it's a trading situation as well as a macro situation going on in the market. You can look at it either way. Okay. The video. First of all, calls were going off the board all last week. Everybody can identify with that, and I implore everybody to go watch that. Also, technically, it's great and volume's coming in, but this is what Jim says. It's an opinion. People were looking for NVIDIA's Jensen to give a big keynote this evening at CES. This evening. But weren't thinking partner and Apple supplier would have such big numbers. But will the bears come in and knock it down in the opening saying we already knew this? So Jim Cramer, no matter what the entity is, hold on though, but it is coming into the key here is it's coming into a major news situation where it could be buy the rumor, sell the news, vice versa. Be aware. I have a couple of stocks that are working nicely. Please go to TG. Oh, this is what I want to say. With Coach, it's more important because this is where you learn things. A couple of Chinese stocks I have nicely. I'm not going to lie. And you should know it's. I was buying GCT aggressively on Friday. Please look. And I'll go to my Twitter feed, our Twitter feed in a second. This is what I wanted to say if it was posted, I hope. Coach's guest coming, 12 o'clock today. Okay, now I've watched Steven called the Pivot King before. Why? Because first of all, he's a high-level guest, and we're lucky to have him on. Secondly, Coach brings him on, obviously, and a repeat guest, only a testament to Coach's universe that he comes in and the quality of guests that he brings on. And Steven's just one of them. And he's also named the Pivot King, okay? And I watch the Pivot King. I follow the Pivot King. Anybody that calls himself the Pivot King, especially Coach, you have the Coach interviewing the Pivot King. Those are two ego-inflating, if you will, monikers. Coach deserves, and so does the Pivot King. It's like calling yourself the Ass Man. You got to have something behind it. Pivot King on at 12 Eastern. I can't wait to watch it. Thanks for coming on, Steve. Thank you for Coach for bringing him on. Let's keep going. What do we have here? Tesla red, GLD red, USC red. I don't like that. I'm giving back some money. MP, how did I not have this long? This one is one I missed. This MP Minerals. Seems like they're rotating under the hood right now. I missed it. Can't catch everything. What else is going on? Iron, NVAX. They're squeezing it. So they're squeezing NVAX. I saw Myrna up big before in the corner of my eye. SMNE having a day. Looked like it was dead. There it goes again. The best. This is the sexiest uranium. 23 to 30. Not 23 to 30. Oklo obviously goes in uranium. Now this is the list I'm looking at. Right here. This is hopefully fuel cell. Percent gainers, 60 minutes. Let's go a little. Fubo had news. They signed a deal with Disney. Gap up and go. Uranium. COM is a technology. NVAX vaccine. NP is minerals. Omarn is self-explanatory. Percent losers, 60 minutes. I hope it's not. Oh, there's a lot of them. The high flyers are coming in. Sound, now huge, decent volume considering it's skewed. High of the day, 2285, came in two sticks. We got something that's pulling back out. No, maybe not. UBT, it's over. That's a turnaround with volume. That I don't like. Still good for the active trader. I think the parabolic move, if you will, at time, it needs washing out or it needs something. But that volume by, freaking 11:20 on a Monday, I don't know. Let's look at the best of breed. Maybe look at sound. I'll go to my screen in a second. But you know what? This is not good because oils are coming in. I got enough PBF to freaking choke Secretariat here. All right. So that's what's moving the next 60 minutes. I'll move on. I'll get some questions in a second. I could talk all day. Whether or not that's a detriment, good or not, I don't know. Let's look at percent. Look, most actives. Okay, there's your most active right here on the list. A lot of stocks are active. Serve. That was the one that took hold off the board too. Robotics. I did everybody an injustice too. I did everybody an injustice for not having this CRNC. And I apologize, and I feel like I let people down. Not having this stock long. It closed at 20, opened at 28. I can't believe it. Like I said here, it might not have worked, but these type of plays net work over time. Planeteer red. All right, we have some technology stocks that are pulling in here. Let me get to some questions because I owe it. No ego here. Live watching. 20, open 28. I can't believe it. UAL earnings, Jeff. I know that was you. I didn't have to look at the name. BTBT. BTBT, I don't blame you. That's calls. Look at this. Paying great. Why shouldn't it? You know it. You got a good entry, volume. Third day up needs a little, well, maybe fourth day up. What else? UAL. I think it has earnings this week or Monday or Tuesday. I saw it in the corner of my. Ugh, I don't know what to do there, man. It is what it is. You got a winner. I'm not going to talk you off that. I'm not going to talk you off that. Although, do I draw lines anymore? What is this thing? Add line study. Add line study. What? Oh, horizontal. I don't like that. This is the one thing I don't like. Why can't I get a freaking line here? Well, you know what I mean. It's coming up to the 99, the 100 resistance. There's the gap. There's the down, the channel. You know what I mean? You bullish. Lily Vertex red. Something's going on here. I got to go back to the tape. Market's pulling back. Let's look at, you know what? Let's look at this. Let's guess. VIX still on the low. And there's fear in the market. There's fear in the market. And there's where the VIX is. Shouldn't fear be here? Just me. Tesla red, GLD red, USO red, Monster, IEP, who's taking calls. Any questions? UAL Jeff. Noted, brother. Thanks for the update. Seriously. Ooh, those are new charts by them. Sexy. Jeff, you're in the Northeast, right? Didn't you say something? Not specifically, but you're in like Cincinnati or something, aren't you? Thank you, Coach. Appreciate the honor. Always liking everything and leading for example. Justin Trudeau announcing resignation. Wow, that's big news. Trudeau is out. That's incredible. Trudeau hit the bid. He's done. Why isn't anybody in F-Cell? Cincinnati. Thanks, Jeff. I didn't want to get this because when he send you a freaking big fat daddy Tradeview Market sweatshirt, and we will. And by the way, the things are nice. Trust me, they last. Some of them are Under Armour, some of them are on Nike. We'll let you know Cincinnati. I think they covered. Didn't Burrow win? They didn't cover. I think the spread was 2.5, something like that. BLP. Why are we in F-Cell? Why don't you go in the best one that's acting? BLDP. Plug, I'm not going to do. I get it. Jeff, if you're going to do plug, buy lottos, buy calls. You know what? I buy enough money in this. Look, it worked. My God, you know if that's working, you know what's working? Let's go to the fuel cell. Oh my God, this is on this. Look at fuel cell daily. I'm in it. How can you? Let's go to the weekly. It might be over the weekly. If it is, I'm going to buy more live. The Browns covered. Well, you know what, Jeff? You got a thick skin when it comes to trading because you're in there. And you're playing the Browns, period. I don't know if you're fishing in the right pond, but it's your pond. Bravo. POAI. This is whatever it takes, Jeff. As long as you catch a freaking fish and feed the family and stay in action. Pardon me. Some administrative situations, save as, Canada, Trudeau, we're an international firm here. So that's big news. I got to get that to all the people. TradeGATEHub exec, my TradeView market executives, to which I'm proud to be one. I'm not gonna lie. All right, I'm done. What time is it? I don't want to lose the audience. PDD bullish. Oh, here's the China stock coming. Nobody wanted to buy GCP, did they? Nobody wanted to listen to the flow and the former best of breed. Look where this thing was a year ago. Coming to a little resistance. How about the PDD bulls at the low? What a dog. XPEV, did I miss it? Yep, XPEV at the low. This poor thing. Thank God I got out of this. Where's Riven? Where's Riven? Riven at the low, probably. Should be if Tesla's at the low. Look at that. All right, it is what it is. QS 687 high. Serve near SoFi. All right, listen, I think a lot of the moves have been made. I'm not the believer anymore in lunchtime trading when everybody goes out and, because now you can trade wherever, especially with the whole TradeView markets has to offer. But take a step back. You know what I mean? There's a lot of stuff going on. Guys are sharp right now. I'm not going to lie. Please go and get ready for Coach's 12 o'clock Eastern AM video or PM video. And I'll be here all day. Curating stocks with volume, price action, range, sentiment, going over videos and taking comments and questions on how we can bring you a better product. So thanks to the team behind me. I'm honored by everybody sharing. Really, I am. We're old men here, for lack of a better term. And I'm proud of everyone, if that's the way to go, if you will. So cheers. All right. I'll do better later.